For some reason, I don't expect it to get too violent. Maybe sad. Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with another movie reaction. I'm going to try to do at least one movie a month, maybe more. The goal at some point is to do one a week. I've been trying for the longest time to incorporate movies. I find that television shows are great, but then they involve so much of a commitment. Instead of adding another show once in a while, it'd be nice to just do a movie. If I had to stop a show like My Little Pony, I still do it on Patreon, but I would have to edit for like 3 or 4 years to finish that show, and I just want to dive into other things. So, movies, and movies is West Side Story. I have seen so many of the classics. There are a lot of classics I've not seen, but we were talking about this the other day, how I've never seen the original West Side Story. I don't know anything about it, except I know it involves gangs. Gang fighting and dancing and stuff like that. I was literally just watching Sons of Anarchy, and that's a totally different style of gang fighting, I would assume. There are a lot of musicals that are famous that I have never seen. I've never seen Fiddler on the Roof. I've never seen Sound of Music.
You're not making a joke.
I have not yet learned how to joke that way.
The only ones I've known from like back in the day are The Music Man and South Pacific. I know I've seen when I was like really little, and I would do like the Happy Talk song with my grandma. That's all I really know about it, honestly, or at least what I remember. But I've never seen Singing in the Rain. I've never seen a Marilyn Monroe movie. So maybe I'll dive into musicals, older movies, like classics. I know there's probably a love story in there because I know some of the songs. The song that comes to mind, something that America. Okay, by me in America. I Want to Live in America. Maybe that's it. I might be wrong. I know the Baby Driver guy is in this. Ansel something. I can't remember his name right now. I also heard from many people he is the worst part of the movie. Going to watch the original after I watch this. So we'll have something to compare. 2 hours, 45 minutes. We're just going to jump in. We'll have plenty of time to talk and figure things out. You guys want to see more of what I do? Full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons ahead of what you're seeing, and hundreds of exclusives you'll only see on Patreon. The link is at the end. If not, we're jumping in. This is West Side Story. I thought it might have been West Side. And then West Side Story. They have 3 hours. They didn't waste any time with the title. My God, when it's quiet, it is so quiet. Where the hell are they? They were probably sharing a soda pop.
Jets.
Ah, I do know that. Sharks? Maybe the sharks? Jets and the sharks. Walk down the middle of the street. People have jobs to get to. Rude. I feel like I'm already going to really enjoy this. Clearly, they went into like a different territory or something. Things changed. Things don't change with dancing. Oh, Irish was onto that. I don't know what nationality the other one is, but it's so despicable. Frantic jazz. Frantic jazz. Oh, what a waste of all those melons. Not a waste of melons if it worked. If he gets away, I'm impressed. Oh, that was great. They went through. I like that. Leaders of the gangs, I'm assuming. Krupke.
Why don't you leave the Puerto Ricans alone, Riff?
These streets are ours by right of being born here, amigo.
Which one of them nailed you?
What? Ah! For some reason, I don't expect it to get too violent. Maybe sad. Corazon, heart. Simpatico, sympathetic. Nuestros machetes. I need machetes. I dig it.
The last of the can't make it Caucasian.
Oh, they feel like they're stealing their property.
What are the Jets if we got no territory? When you're a jet all the way.
You're never alone.
You're never disconnected.
This kind of reminds me of Newsies. Newsies is one of my favorites.
Swinging this thing.
They think very highly of themselves. Let's just say that.
It's like you're still in prison and the old witch is the warden.
She's always been there for me. Like nobody else.
Oh, nobody,
So
huh?
don't
Thanks,
call her.
pal. Thanks a big fat
No,
lot.
I didn't.
Scared of myself, Riff. What is the point in beating yourself up?
Almost killed a guy.
Unlike how I was.
I have a feeling the lady upstairs knows Riff is no good. And she's like, get the frick out of my house.
You've been stealing from me since you were 6. Now get out. I mean it.
But I wash out?
Hey, you make fun of the way I talk. One more time, Blondie.
I like her.
There's something due any day. I will know right away.
I know this from something. X-Men.
Just by holding
X-Men. Would that have been there?
1963, X-Men.
who knows.
Este es el traje más ancho y más feo que he visto en mi vida. Sí, traiga. Speak English. Nardo will be so mad if we make him late.
Bernardo's a boxer.
Chino is the only boy who counts. Chino.
You always look out for me. You're the best friend I ever had. I owe you so much. Let me join the Sharks.
Ay, muchacho, not this again.
Por favor.
Bernardo's her brother. Dating her, that girl, Chino.
How many adding machines in New York City?
I'm learning adding machine repair. We could talk all about it at dinner, guys. Everyone wants to fight him, and Chino's gonna end up getting hurt because of it. I don't feel like this is the mambo. Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't dance. Oh, Jesus. My God. It almost took his head off. Oh, here goes Chino. Chino is going to show his moves. Nice. He's never seen her before. I love how everyone's going nuts around them. I don't dance, guys, so this might be some kind of dance that I don't know. Please speak to each other.
Funny, I wasn't planning on showing up tonight.
Creo que sí, pero como yo nunca, since I
Exactly.
never seen you before.
They've never met then. Whoa. My God, your brother's gonna be angry.
Fight, he's gonna dance.
I want to dance, goddammit.
Listen to this girl. Is Chino gonna do something to act tough?
¿Te quieres quedar o te llevo a la casa?
Midnight tomorrow. Weapons.
Fists.
I love it.
Tell Tony. I look forward to that.
Reminds me of Outsiders in the fighting each other. I feel like that happened in Outsiders too. Didn't they say no weapons? They fell in love really fast. It's echoing. I've heard this before. Dude, I just turned the lights on. I gotta clean shit. Come on. This lady's like, thanks, I was feeding birds, ass. Maria is probably a very popular name. I know 50 Tonys. That would have actually been pretty funny. He just started screaming Maria and all these women are just like, yeah, she heard it. The only Maria in this whole area. Could you believe it? He was just about to continue his Maria journey.
Sí, but there's no key.
Dude, if Bernardo sees him, I have to do stuff during songs or copyright's gonna be insane. Tony, Tony. I know this one. Tonight. That's the only part I know, though. Tonight. Oh, how dare you not go to my verse. Tonight.
It's not going to happen.
It's going by really fast. I literally thought we were like 20 or 30 minutes in. We're over an hour.
My dream, we had 6 kids.
6 kids. Marry a cat.
Been asking you for
Marry a cat. I'm standing right here, guys. Yeah, I'm right here. Right here. I made out with Tony. He would have immediately stopped.
Fights in the streets. Don't fight with the jets.
I like her. Anita is like one of my favorite. Trying to make everyone happy.
But I'm here too.
Pero Nueva York no te hace feliz.
English.
Puerto Rico, sí.
That is what you think.
Tú viva... As long as
English,
you're in my house,
Bernardo.
This ain't your house. She pays rent here, same as me. Earn enough money to pay other girls to support me, so that someday I can rent a shop of my own.
Look at this girl. She's fabulous. She's got dreams. She's willing to work. Favorite. Oh, is this going to be the I Want to Live in America song? It'd be perfect timing, right?
I am ecstatic to be a part of this.
Best person singing it. Anita. Thank you. Here it comes. I feel like this is it. Oh, look at them. They're all getting ready. Might be my favorite one yet.
better get rid of your accent.
They seem like much more fun. I'm totally on their side. I hope the Jets lose. That was a good pun. I just love it. The dresses, the yellow and the red and everything is great.
I think I go back to San Juan.
I know about you can get
Those are definitely 50s cars. I don't know if they've ever said a year yet, but it's gotta be like mid to late 50s. Stop the four-way intersection. That's my favorite.
I want to be with you forever.
You don't want to start maybe with I'd like to take you out to coffee?
That's what I'm saying.
Quiero estar contigo para siempre.
She should teach him a different thing.
Because of us, they're gonna fight, ¿verdad?
Riff was already looking to have like a rumble.
You and Bernardo, you have hope. You think Riff has that?
Riff could have hope if he didn't try to take hope from people he doesn't know.
Exactly. You need to stop this because this man is smitten by you.
Send you straight to the tomb.
I don't know where the rumble is. I don't even know what a rumble is.
I ought to be a jet. Tony told me I could take on any girl you want to fight. I ain't a girl.
She looks like some kind of biological disaster.
You're gonna freak around, you godforsaken.
The one that got thrown off the fence. I'll never forget Baby John, the nail through his frickin' ear.
Remember two things.
Songs.
Tell them what they want to hear.
And two,
Singing.
don't tell him nothing.
Me, Officer Krupke?
You know there's a song coming. I can feel it.
Sergeant Krupke, you gotta understand. It's just our bringing up key that gets us.
Bringing up key.
Golly Moses, naturally we're punks.
There is untapped good, like inside the worst of us is good.
Leaping lizards. Annie.
Psychologically disturbed.
I'm disturbed.
We're disturbed.
I'm disturbed. Might be my second favorite.
Boy's depraved that a county ain't at a normal home.
Hey, I'm depraved on account I'm deprived.
Take this to a head shrink.
We are sick, we are sick, we are sick, sick, sick. Juvenile delinquents and juvenile delinquency.
Jesus.
Officer Krupke, you done it again! This boy don't need a job, he needs a year in the bed!
Okay.
I'm no good.
We're no good, we're no good, we're no work. Please, we're down on our knees. Officer Krupke, Krupp you!
You may have destroyed the office slightly. This poor guy. That's for you. That actually is a perfect place to stop. A little past halfway, but it's a perfect place to stop because that was like a heavy number. All right, guys, so that was the first half. I'm going to take like a 10-minute break. I'll tell you where I think it's going. I feel like I've heard every song we've heard so far. Specifically, it was the song where it was like da-da-dun, far away. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I know it is in an 80s comedy. I just don't know whether they were spoofing this movie. They might have even been performing West Side Story. My favorite by far is, and I'm sorry if I don't have the exact name, I Want to Be in America. It was by far my favorite performed song. Anita might be my favorite in the show, in the whole movie. I was going to say I cannot remember the cop or the detective's name, and they literally just had an entire song about it, so now I can't forget it because it is my close second to the America song. Gives me such a Newsy feel. Newsies is one of my favorite musicals of all time. One of the few that I have seen more than once. Like The Music Man and Newsies are probably my two favorite. I've watched them many times. And I get such a Newsy feel from the Jets. Like the main group of Jets minus Riff. Riff is a little too much for me. He seems like all he cares about is fighting, steals from this lady that Tony works for, basically showing that Riff is wrong here. Even though Bernardo, he's aggressive and he's a hothead, he's got a temper, he's working, he's trying to get his family out of this. I feel like all the women in this know better than anybody. All the men just want to fight and be aggressive and crazy. Anita is got the best head on her shoulders. She's like, listen, stop all this fighting craziness. Everyone should just ignore it. Like, just ignore that. I want to open a business. I want to like get out of this shit. I want to be in America. I really dig Anita. I don't know if that's an unpopular favorite. I mean, I'm sure people have no reason to dislike her, but I feel like it's weird that she is like one of, if not my favorites in the movie, because she's not even part of the fighting and everything. I would have felt like I would have liked a lot of the guys better, whether or not they're on either side. But a lot of them just piss me off. Like, both sides, I feel like, have no good reason. And Tony, I could see why people were like, Baby Driver Ansel, whatever his name is. I could see why people rag on his performance. He's very boring and does nothing for me. But honestly, it's not really affecting me in a negative way. It's just whenever he's on camera, I really don't care. He's just like there and he is part of something. I don't hate him, honestly. He's nowhere near my favorites, but none of the guys are my favorites. Riff, I don't like. Tony, I don't like. If I had to pick one of the main guys, Bernardo seems like a solid dude. I feel like he's got a hard, rough temper. Like, he's aggressive, but I dig that he's a boxer. I love fighting. I love boxing. I feel like he's trying to protect his family. But then Tony made a point to say, yeah, you guys have hope because you have a family and this and that. And these guys don't have anything. They grew up on the streets. They come from drunks and junkies. And I get that angle too. But at some point, you just got to be like, all right, I am responsible for myself and I got to get myself out of this. You can't blame other people. They're blaming other people. Riff and all them are like, you're taking our jobs and moving into our area and blah, blah, blah. Like, no, they're not. You're just lazy and you just want to be like your parents and just drink and cause riff-raff. Hence the name Riff, I am assuming. Last, I'm going to talk and then we're going to take a break and jump in. Maria and Tony, I guess, they immediately were drawn to each other. Now that's okay, love at first sight, things like this happen, but then they go behind the bleachers knowing that this could probably start a war, and they already are at odds with each other, and her brother's Bernardo. So you go behind the bleachers, and Maria lunged at him to kiss him. He finds her later, screams her name through the neighborhood. I thought it was funny, because there probably is a bunch of Marias, and I said the same thing about Tony. Tony's area, there's probably 500 Tonys, and Maria's area, there's probably 500 Marias. But he screams her name and finds her, and then they make out on the stairway right here. This one, the stairway right here. They make out on that. They've known each other for what, a half a day, not even a night. And then he's like, I love her. I'm going to run away with her. And she's all about it and on board with it. That is very fast. It worried me because honestly, it was happening so quick. I'm like, oh my God, we have like 2 hours left. This is probably going to have like a very violent, horrible thing happen in the beginning. And then the rest of the movie is going to be like what happens after. But we're still in the middle of the day and we're halfway through the movie at this point. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they just built to the love story real quick and the rest is going to be revolving around what leads up to the Rumble. The Rumble could happen as soon as I jump back in, or it might happen at the end. I don't know. But it's also reminding me of The Outsiders, movie from the 80s, all-star cast. That ended horribly violent in a Rumble and someone died. They also said no knives, only fists. And I know somebody's going to bring knives into it. I don't know if a whole side is going to cheat or one dude is going to bring a knife. Maybe one dude brings a knife and that's all it takes. And then someone dies and something bad happens. But I honestly don't know. If I had to give my best theory right now, I'm assuming because of the way everything's going down and the love at first sight thing is so intense, I almost have to assume that Tony dies because Tony is literally the main character. He's like, I just got out 5 months he was in trying to get out of the shit and he falls in love. And this is a quick love at first sight story. So, I mean, the logical guess here would be that Tony in the end dies, or he could die in the middle and then something happens. I don't know, but I feel like it is pointing everything at Tony dying. Or, I mean, on the flip side, it could be Maria, or it could be Riff. Like maybe Riff sacrifices himself to save Tony. My first guess is Tony. Second, Maria. Third, Riff. If someone's going to die. I don't know if anyone dies, but I mean, I'm assuming someone's going to die. Like, I just have to assume that. So let's take a break. You guys want to be way ahead, full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons ahead of what you're seeing, and dozens of exclusives. The second half of this is already on Patreon in full. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.